stay loyal. I don't know.
So about when you, I guess, socialize with other people in sort of in the Harry Potter world, do you have your own language that you use, or like do you dress up ever?
I never dress up.
No?
That's too much for me. But definitely, like we will throw in Harry Potter references a lot. I can like quote things and they'll actually will get it. Like I can make a Harry Potter joke or something and like people will actually laugh instead of like if I was just in class and I said something, people are like, okay. But so that they kind of like get things I say more. So that's kind of nice.
So why won't you dress up? Why is that too much for you?
I don't know how to say that nicely, but I'm not I don't really do that part of the Harry Potter thing. I'm not one for dressing up.
What
Do you
about
know people that do?
Oh yeah, it's very like a lot of my friends. No, I did dress up for when I was a kid. I dressed up to see the movies. Totally had my Harry Potter robe, my wand, my glasses. It was Harry Potter like 8 years in a row for Halloween.
that was my next question. So Halloween, you dress up as Harry Potter?
I totally was into Harry Potter before Harry Potter was cool. Like before the movies were out, like I had the costume that had like the orange and yellow striped shirt with the cape tied on. I had the round glasses and the lightning bolt scarf, and like people, I'd knock on the door and they'd be like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Harry Potter." And I used to get so mad for 2 years, and then finally the third year, people started realizing who I was. It was sad.
So you knew Harry Potter before it was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah.
So how do you feel about people who dismiss Harry Potter as a good book, who just think of it as witchcraft and actually think of it in a negative light? How does that make you feel?
Internally, I'm like, "You're dumb, you're stupid, I hate you." But on the outside, I'm like, "Okay, whatever." My half sister, she hates Harry Potter. She will not read that. She won't read them. She won't even let me talk about them. And I'm just like, "You're so dumb." But I have friends that are like that. They don't even read them, and they just say it's stupid. And I said that about the Hunger Games. It's like, this is a kid's book. I will never read them. It's gonna be awful. Read the Hunger Games. Amazing. Loved it. And I regret everything bad I said about it. And I feel if people actually read Harry Potter, that's how they would feel.
Are there other things that go along with Harry Potter culture, like other books that you might read, or music, or other movies?
Well, I would think you would like either the Aragon series or Hunger Games. Other than that, I'm not really sure.
So are you part of the Harry Potter Club? Like
Yeah,
the
Harry Potter
Appreciation Club?
I was, but then it was too much Harry Potter for me. I'm like the biggest Harry Potter nerd ever, but just things that they would like talk about, it was too much Harry Potter. They looked too in depth into it, and I was like, I like it the way I thought it was as a kid. Like I don't know, it kind of ruins it for me. Like if you think too far, like too in depth, like they look at Harry Potter. Like, there's like a theory that Harry Potter, it's all made up. Harry Potter was how he dealt with living with his aunt and uncle. It was just he was so traumatized by living with these abusive people that he made up this entire like magical world so that he could actually live in the reality of his little cupboard. And I was like, that makes sense, but I'm not even going to consider that because it ruins everything. My entire childhood would be ruined, and I refuse to think of it like that. I like to think that the magical world exists and it wasn't just some traumatic experience for this little boy. So I don't even consider it.
So is that how you feel about the literature class as well as the philosophy class on Harry Potter?
Yeah, it's just they just go too in depth, and I get it, and I actually it's fun to do, but at the same time it ruins everything I thought as a kid. And when you talk about like a book with other people, you're forced to actually think of how they thought of it. Like if I thought Hermione was like ugly, but then you go see the movie and she's like really pretty, and it's like, what? That ruins the character. Like Hermione is not supposed to be pretty. Her hair is supposed to be really bushy and curly. But they make Emma Watson all pretty and stuff to sell tickets, and it's like, no, you're not. You're supposed to be like, it's not an attractive girl. That's how she ends up with Ron. Like, Emma Watson would never be with Ron Weasley. Like, there's no way. And so when you introduce other people into your world, it ruins it. So discussing with people that really go in depth, it makes you reevaluate everything and changes it.
Going forward in life, Do you think Harry Potter's to be a big part of your life, or would you think it's just like childhood?
Nope, it'll always be there. I will always read it. My kids will read it. So I might lose it for a few years, like when I'm like 28 or something. It might not be as big a part of my life, but it will start all over again the day my kids start reading the book. I get to relive every magical moment. My kids will read every book, and so that will be exciting. I can't wait. That's one reason I want to have kids, so I can read these books. Or I'll wait for my sister's kids or something. I will relive it with some kid, even if it's my neighbor. I will do it again.
Are there other ways besides Quidditch that you put Harry Potter in your life, like maybe online blogs or forums or other things? No, just Quidditch?
Nope. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not into role playing or anything like that. That's not my thing.
Do you know people who are though?
Yeah, I know some people, and I'm just like, oh my gosh.
So why do you think the Harry Potter, a lot of clubs are secretive or don't like to express?
Like you were telling me that the Harry Potter Appreciation Club is really sort of private and they don't like letting a lot of other people sort of observe that.
The thing with that is it's a book club, and if the book club gets too big, it's hard for one person to talk, because like with Harry Potter you get a lot of shy, nerdy kids, because like that's who they grew up, like they didn't have a lot of friends growing up. Like I didn't have a lot of friends, because like I lived in an older neighborhood. Everyone was like old, so they didn't have kids. So I read the books. But you also get people that are just kind of a little more socially awkward, and it's like when you get a lot of people, they like withdraw and they don't like to express themselves. And so the Harry Potter Appreciation Club, it's not that they're socially awkward, it's like they're just a really tight group of people, and so now they don't want to get other people in because they're afraid that it's going to make other people withdraw into themselves and not be able to express themselves as much. And also, if it gets too big, they're gonna have to like split, and like they don't want to do that. So there might even be more Harry Potter Appreciation Clubs. I just know of the one, like the official one.
Have you ever been like targeted or discriminated against because you do like Harry Potter or you actually like Harry Potter?
A few weeks ago for Relay for Life, we had a relay team, and we were doing a benefit game. And I was going through Google trying to like find pictures of Quidditch for the Facebook profile page, and I stumbled on this picture that I'd never seen of our team. I was like, what? And it was this newspaper article that bashed the crap out of us. It said we were a cult. I have all these quotes online.